2012 has not gone to plan for Collingwood and new coach Nathan Buckley. Just one win from their first 3 games, a public stoush between President Eddie Maguire and former coach Michael Malthouse, and now 9 of their best 22 players out injured. Is it crisis time? Maybe not yet, but it will be tonight if Port Adelaide get their way.
Swan weaves some magic to half forward for the first time. Cloak dubbed away from him, hits the deck. Payne caught, dispossessed. Dawes had a piece of it. Sinclair rolls it towards goal. It bounces kindly. Gets it back again to Johnson. Cloak wants it wide. That's ignored. Side bottom inside 50, couldn't mark it, gathered his own crumb, and he tumbles it home. McBride takes off, Dawes is over the top, he could go all the way, Dawes. All the way to the square at least, side bottom lets it run, and it bounces through. Collingwood by 8. Second goal of the year too for Chris Dawes, he'd be hoping to play his way back into form. Swan with the clearance, Cloak. Hands on it, couldn't mark it. Carlisle caught by Fasolo. Cloak collects. Left foot kick. They're hot right now, Collingwood. They look on.
Well, good transition out of the centre. It was where they really poured last year. Got the ball forward. Once again, Cloak executes on the left-hand side. But what Collingwood have been able to do now is orchestrate their loose man that they want. They've now got Kane Corns alone on the wing. He's now going up against Harry O'Brien. So they clearly are happy that he doesn't do the damage with the football that perhaps a Pearce can forward to the centre.
To Cloak. Footy gods might be here.
They still will.
Loops it over the top.
They can run it in. They've got numbers.
Beams looks up. He's got Willingham. He's got the goals. And the goal is from their ill-gotten gains. 21 points they're out. Umpire gives them an enormous amount of time again and goes ball. Crowd love it.
Bottom line, though, is that Collingwood have a 21-point lead on the scoreboard. They're playing much better footy than Port Adelaide.
This for the biggest lead of the game. Side bottom. Never in doubt. 27 points the margin.
It's also 11 scoring shots to 4. I mean, the scoreboard, I think, reflects pretty poorly on where Collingwood are at the present time. They are miles better than Port Adelaide just at the moment. And I keep reiterating, this isn't Collingwood, the all-powerful, conquering premiership side of 2010. There's so many holes in it, yet their good players are playing much better than Port Adelaide's good players.
Dawes leads wide. It's in his direction. Almost. Sinclair. Gang tackle, gives it up. Payne extends the Payne for Port Adelaide.
Well, it's just not working for Port Adelaide with this loose player. At the moment, it's Brett Ebert. He's had 2 possessions. You can't be loose and have 2 possessions.
But if you're going to play loose against loose, where they're leaking goals, why wouldn't you at least have the loose down there instead of in the midfield where he's having no impact, Jerry? I don't understand it.
Straight back through the middle. And he pumps it in the Wellingham direction. Got it.
Well, that's the strength to Simon Buckley's game. He can kick the football. And that is a brilliant kick. That's the sort of kick that gets over any press.
For a 38-point margin. And he kicks his first. Beams with the clearance. Cloak, perfect start.
Once again, just too strong was Travis Cloak.
To get the momentum back, Port Adelaide's kicked the last 3, squeezes it in. Margin back to 25. And a perfect pass to Fasolo. Johnny wanted the handball for Solo.
Just go back and kick it. There's nothing on option.
Still young of age. And he strikes that sweet. They lead by 25. Carlisle, he took on Cloak, nearly lost. He did lose. Illegal disposal. Cloak's ball within range.
Did everything right, Alapati Carlisle. He worked back hard. He got to the footy first. He picked it up cleanly, and then he dawdled. Then he thought he had all the time in the world.
There was a marked difference between the speed at which he ran to the footy and the speed with which he ran once he got hold of it.
Great chase and tackle by Travis Cloak.
Just outside the paint. Crowd love it. They've got their mojo back.
Collingwood going to have to think this through. Take them wide, spread the zone a bit, not bomb.
Wellingham again.
Push out.
And gee, you'd be disappointed, Matty Primus, just talking about things you'll be addressing. They had 3 loose players in the area, Port Adelaide, filling a hole. Nobody actually picked up Sharad Wellingham. Does that mean you have to allow a little more on the kick there?
I don't know, but at this stage he's seeing 4 goalposts, so it's a question of which ones he aims at.
Just keeps one eye closed. He's already had a sider. Brilliant kick. 27-point lead. And a hush falls over Etihad Stadium. Clark feeds it back. Seedsman again. Top of the square. Cloak's there. And it passes straight through them. Oh, that'll sting. On the siren. A goal to punch the margin out to 33 points.
Pressure Twain is the umpire. He's got to get it right.
We have seen free kicks behind play from people jostling inside 50, Gerard. You never know in this game.
Here's the goal over the top. There's the...
So the siren sounds to end the third term. Collingwood, who led by 38 points earlier in the game, open up a 33-point lead at the last change. Sinclair.
Got to go back the corridor.
Heads inboard. Side bottom. Looks up and he's got Jolly, or he's got Young. And he kicks it over the top. Young.
Oh, they can walk it in. Still got a player in the square.
Seedsman. Cloak. And there's a lot of love in the house for Collingwood right now.
Oh, the premiership's a cake.